Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to talk about product management. In recent times, almost every MBA graduate or many of the college students graduating are looking for a product manager role. And one of the reasons I've heard is Amazon has made this product manager role extremely sexy and wanting that everyone wants to take this role. And I've been getting a lot of requests for this topic as well. So a product manager is more like a mini CEO for the product, for the brand. But is that it or is there more? Well, wait till I share with all of you my thoughts. Please watch till the end because I will be sharing all the points of how to become a successful product manager. Product management, what does it mean? As the word says, managing a product. Managing a product from end to end, right from the design stage to getting it out to the market and getting it succeed is what is the role of a product manager. You can also call it like a parent of the product, right? Like a mini CEO or like a father or mother of the particular product, which gives birth right from pre-birth to birth to making the product a successful brand in the market is what I define as the role of a product manager. It's can be as simple as what you think or it can be as tough as what you can imagine as well. It really depends on how you take up this role and make it amazing. So what are the components that define or goes into what a product manager has to do? And that's what I'm going to share with you all based on the research and information that I've got so far. If there's anything that I've missed out, I would love product managers to also put it in the comment section and happy to interact on those points as well with all of you. First point of a product management is defining the problem. How do you decide what is the product that you want to make? For that, you need to understand what are people looking for. Is there a problem which we can resolve as a company? Or are people looking for something that doesn't even exist? Can it be created? Does it have to be tweaked up with existing products? For example, I read this recently. One of the CEO of a juice maker, I think it was Paperboat, that what you receive in aeroplanes. In fact, Paperboat is a juice company where you get juice in a paper bottle. Apparently, he saw that passengers were struggling to open the lid of this juice and they had to use their teeth. And that's where he came up with the idea of a cap, which is a screw cap, and you can unscrew. So that's a product. The screw cap itself becomes a product. And that can be a tweaking of an existing lid or a cap. So that can be a way you can define a problem. So defining a problem is all about bringing the thought process of what is the challenging situation that we are trying to resolve. That's the first part of the role when you start product management. The second part of this job is how do you use this opportunity of the problem that you've defined and how do you progress on this? So in this part, you need to look at, based on the problem identification, is that matching with what your company does? If there is a mismatch with what people want and what you as an organization are doing, you can't do anything about it. You can't work on that product. So you need to see whether the problem defined is going to align with the company's goals, company's vision, mission, the market, the products and things like that. Then you need to look at what is the size of the addressable market. How big is the market for this product? Are there any alternate solutions that's available in the market for this product? How can your company solve the problem and benefit the consumers? End of the day, make it a business for you as well. Then you go into the research element. So once you know what is the problem that's being defined, and then you look at how do you use that opportunity to develop certain products, then you have to go into more details of researching. What kind of product, what should be the look and feel, the touch and feel, what are the substitutes in the market, what do people like about the substitute product or what do they don't like about it, how can you make it better? You start working out more details in the research. You interview customers, you survey customers, you get information back, and then you start working on the designs after that. But in this research, you get all the details. So you first define the problem, then you use the opportunity to see whether you can do something about it. Then you go and do deep dive research to get more details and start putting some framework of where you're going to be heading. Once you have this, then you go into the fourth element, which is building a minimum viable product, MVP as they call it. A MVP is done by most companies, most product manufacturers, most startups. What they do here is they just build a very basic product without having all the elements of the product 100%. Because you first want to see whether people are going to buy, whether you can invest. So you don't put all the money and make a super product. You first make a minimum product, give it for test using, get people to use it, give you feedback. Based on this, you can then take a decision if you want to really go ahead and do something about it. Once you have your MVP ready, you then go into the next step, which is the fifth step, which is feedback. Here, you have to collect feedback from cross-section of people. If it is different geography that you want to release, then take feedback from different geographies as well. Because sometimes depending on weather, the climatic conditions, the culture of the state, the language, all these things can also make an impact on your MVP. So get a feedback, collect all the feedback, and then of course you finally start developing the final prototype that you can take it out to the market. Once you have the feedback, then you go to the next step, which is the sixth step, where you make the whole strategy. Here you define the product strategy. Right from the market you are addressing, what should be the go-to-market strategy? How are you going to launch this product? What should be the pricing? How would you go and attract the customers? Where would you do your marketing? How would you get your initial first few revenue pipelines coming through? All this will be defined in the strategy. So once you have the product, you're ready with the strategy, you can then go to launch the product. So after this, of course, the seventh point is execution. In the execution phase, you're now launching the product to the market. So here you prepare the whole detailed plan. Who will be the team members responsible? Who will be taking what responsibility? What should be the objectives that you have to measure? What should be the targets you have to set? How often should you review? How often should you go to the market yourself and the team members to get feedback? Now you just execute all these plans and just start seeing how all these develops into a final result. So this is where all of your hard work of the product comes together and gives you the result that you're looking for. So more or less, if you think about it, it's really like giving birth to a child, right from preconceiving, conceiving, the baby coming out, and how the baby grows and becomes independent and successful. So that's the overall the role of a product manager. I hope you got a good flavor about this role now. And if you have, as I said, if I missed out on any points, existing product managers, please mention in the comments below as well if any points I've missed. And I hope you found it useful. So till I see you in the next video, stay fit, stay positive, keep chasing obscene success. Thank you.